Oh, ladies and gentlemen, another edition of Can Humba beat Moon. Moon is 4-0 in this show match series. Moon is 21-0 against humans at the moment. He has defeated a lot of great people in this show match series. TH has fallen to him. Chemico, Sock, Starbuck, they all stood no chance. But now, the big bout machine has arrived. Young Fang is sponsoring this, and Young Fang brought the best human in the world, a former multiple-time world champion. Fortitude stepping into the ring. In the lobby, he says, for the human glory. And of course, for a lot of money. It's a $500 bounty on Moon's head, and it's now $80 per map. Can 40 do what no other human has done in 6 weeks and beat Moon?
According to all of the metrics, he is the guy for the job. For the viewers that just tuning in, this is a play all 5 show match, but there is also extra prize for winning, you know, the best of 5. We'll see 5 amazing games, and the idea is, can any human win 3 games in one best of play all 5 against Moon, because Moon is the best in this matchup, and Moon is already starting with something crazy versus Sock. There was 0 wardens, and now there's a warden opener. Maybe it's the map, maybe those are the mind games. Moon is already spicing things up.
Okay, looking forward to this. This was the map that Moon lost to Starbuck yesterday. Was a little bit overwhelmed. Before we go into the match, thank you Nem and X7 Tech for the support. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. As we keep the damage coming. What's Fortitude's strategy going to be? Sock was very tier 3 heavy. Fortitude usually more of a timing push.
I mean, Fortitude had a lot of good tanks games against Undead back in the day, so let me tell you, playing tanks versus Warden is what you do quite often. I mean, you can play Mass Air as well, but yes, definitely human will change strategy a lot because of this hero. It's very rare, like super rare to see Rifle Caster against Warden, because Warden just destroys them with better units for that.
That is oftentimes right. Warden also invites to Mass Air, Dragonhawks, Griffins, some Alchemists as well. How well is the creeping by Moon? He got a second Ancient of War up at the second lab. Interesting. Very foggy-esque from when the map came out initially. Using the laboratories. It is a special that we have 4 laboratories on this map. Use them. We've seen a lot of Zeppelins already. Oh, did he pull this?
Yeah, Moon pulled, I think, or the Footman, I don't know, but we have a big action and double water elemental detonation went through. Fan of Knives is here, level up at the same time. The best human in the world versus the best Nidal versus human in the world. They get experience at the same time. How much damage Moon can deal to this expansion?
So far, almost 1,000. Doesn't get the last hit here. 2.3 on both sides. The claws are helping. The gloves a little bit. Archer trying to intercept. Huge last hit now. Gotta sacrifice some units for that. We take a look. No way! The Warden gets the last hit. Level 5. 40 in shambles already.
And the item! the big item, Talisman of Evasion. This Warden is cosplaying Demon Hunter. Are we going to celebrate with the circlet or something? We'll see about that. Warden probably wants Boots of Speed. Yes, in 2 seconds, the boots will be there. Invisible surround!
Oh.
But actually, no. Yes, invisible surround. It happened. Warden has to blink, but Warden is blinking to the expo.
Oh, damn. Nice. He has no mana no more, so it's only right click. But 40, of course, has to walk all the way around the forest, take a little stroll. Moon creeping in the meantime. Ancient and Archers clearing this one. High octane gameplay right from the start.
Oh, yes, and we have Fan of Knives already, so probably the job of Moon is to just heal the Mighty Warden. And then go for some crazy Fan of Knives. But you know what? When you level up, you get mana because your intelligence goes up. So like, there will be very juicy Fan of Knives. Look at the expo.
Amazing game plan by Moon with that Warden. Ching, 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 ching. That's how you deal with all the peasants. My man, it looks like Moon is coming incredibly prepared for this map, for this opponent.
Fortitude is creeping in the middle. Maybe he assumed, like me, faulty assumption that Moon will just go back and heal. And Moon is like, if I get my level 3, there is no healing and this expansion is paused. Look, it's 99% progress or something, but it's paused.
Oh my god, he can't TP here. He can't repair it! GG! Demonstration of force. 5 minutes and Moon takes the win. Absolute domination by the Goat Elf.
Mr. Youngfang, can you start looking for a better human player, maybe, Kappa? Mr. Youngfang, like, my list is empty, soul. Can you send me to another galaxy? Mamma mia. Okay, game 1, it was a warm-up. This blink was amazing, you know, like to escape Goblin Mare chant into the expo. Then the second Ancient of War pay off so much. The perfect, clean level 3 creep road, you know, assuming a lot of kills on peasants, of course, was enough. Fortitude did not expect that Moon killed literally all of the workers. The expo got paused, blocked at like 99%, and Fortitude left. Terrible things happened in game number 1, and hopefully Fortitude already used all of his terrible things like limit, and now the games will be closer. I'm checking the altar. It's Demon Hunter.
And Archmage. So no more Warden, no Keeper, as actually most people are playing nowadays, except the Chinese. Moon playing a little bit into their hands. But yeah, he stays variable, I want to say. Different openings every single time, which makes it even harder to prepare for him because you never know what's coming.
It's a very good point. I mean, yes, on this map we saw Keeper, right, on Hammerfall, and he actually lost, right? Moon lost to Song. After the crazy game, we remember the sieging the game in the previous series, and maybe Fortitude was watching, so I don't blame, of course, Moon for playing Demon Hunter. They will creep the same camp. Let's see who will get the bigger item.
Okay. We are creeping this without any big pulls. Wisp in. And yeah, the last creep camp started terribly, right? Because the Wisp was detonating everything. And Moon is in position. Again, 100% detonate. Good damage, good burn.
I mean, he would like to finish the Water Elemental to get some experience, but of course, making a human creeping harder is always good, and Wiz was out of position. I'm checking the items. Talisman of Evasion versus Cloves. Let me tell you, Moon is not complaining about these drops.
Well, Fortitude, you can see it if you want to spin a positive thing on things. At least he gets the item from his first camp this game.
Okay, are we expanding? Is this Demon Hunter is going to cosplay like, I don't know, a Formula 1 car? It's like, oh, let's ignore this Archmage. Oh no. Okay, Fortitude is like, okay, but I'm going to your base, Moon. And Moon is actually coming back. He wants to defend his Moonwells.
Okay, if there's an expansion now, that would of course be an easy cancel. You never know if Moon slaps down a second base here or not. Again, part of his super versatile game plan, a gigantic flowchart. But some safety here for the Town Hall. Hopefully it finishes this time.
Nice creeping by Fortitude. He will get... He went for the Hydra, but now Moon is here. So the item is still up for grabs. There is no DAS, of course, yet. And Moon knows that there is an expansion attempt. Moon, you know, is very good at scouting after, you know, the game versus Sok, where Sok surprised him on this map. So Moon knows what's up. It looks like it's going to be expansion for the human. Oh yes, Arcane Tower is already done. So Demon Hunter can't harass there well. He will lose all of his mana. Important moment, the turtle is up for grabs.
Oh, the Footman might be up for grabs here. Item, thank you, says the Demon Hunter with another claw. He's plus 13 already.
Okay, I have an idea. Damage on Cloves should somehow increase damage on Immolation. What about that?
That is an absolute terrible idea.
Nice. All of those footies survived, right?
Yep, that is correct. And we get more support in. Thank you, Wyburn. Thank you, Torben Dietrich. Thank you, Chorus and Jonathan. Might be a little hype train even soon. Expo up this time. 40 looks a lot more stable on map 2.
That's very true. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Soleiben, I'm an ape, and what I can tell you is looks like one base play for Moon. There's no preemptive expansion. Demon Hunter is solo creeping, but there's a green camp. Nothing too crazy. Archers, they would like to start hiding, but we are close to the Goblin Merchant, so soon Archmage will buy some dust. And yes, Sok with 0 economic damage, right, taken to his expo, so that's pretty good.
It absolutely is. Just like over at Maya resubbing for 59 months, the old admin legend from the 2010 era, W3 Arena era, some old schoolers in the chat. Naga, not old school, just made it out of the tavern. Moon keeps on squeezing.
Yeah, okay, tier 2 just finished, neither needs to make some decisions. Are we rushing tier 3, are we tier 2 leaning? We'll see about that. Okay, Arcane Tower is ready. Are we going to burn the mana? Maybe, but look at the Militia timing! Militia is already there!
Nice. Okay, 40 is properly warmed up. Game 1 was just a fluke. Doesn't matter. Is there anything happening on Moon's side? We go for lures. No Archer AP push. Maybe Dryad AP push, actually. But yeah, no Tinker. Gives 40 some time.
Okay, Moon is like, okay, Human is in defensive position, let me expand. So Moon just planted his expo. And you know what? Demon Hunter with this inventory doesn't need mana to deal a lot of damage, and Arcane Tower tickles. So the brave Demon Hunter is still buying some time. Are we going to click on the Archmage? Yes, the Frost Arrow helps Demon Hunter to chase a little bit. Fortitude is taking himself, Lumbermill is on the way, he has shop ready. The healing will start soon, but it's a non-combat consumable for a reason. It means that Archmage is benched a little bit, but there are still brave free footies at the expo. They're trying to stop the peasant massacre.
Very good to play around the mana burn here. Water Elemental can join soon. Couple of peasants dead, but since the Town Hall is finished, you can get them back now and the tech has started. 6 minutes 30, a little bit on the later side, but he doesn't have to fear a lot at the moment. There's a counter expo by Moon. 40 is creeping with the Militia at the same time, gets a Ring of Superiority and level 3.
Okay, is this expansion going to get cancelled? I think so. This expansion is not if. Okay, look at how many wisps. Okay, the expansion will survive, but it will require double dispel, I presume, and still close. You need to detonate now.
Oh, maybe there is a chance. Stutter stepping, triple detonate, very, very, very expensive. Archmage still here, no mana burn available, so you can play around the next Water Elemental. The cooldown is up in 1 second. This is, of course, what makes Fortitude so strong in Human versus Undead. Always the perfect timings when it comes to these expansion cancels. Willing to sacrifice the TP. Maybe. It's so close. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Archmage TP, Expo cancelled. This is the Fortitude we wanted to see.
That was so close. The faster wisp detonation would be better here. Moon, he, of course, got a lot of footies, kills. That's nice, but he has to re-expand again. And man, that's Fortitude we remember, you know, from the golden, let's say, 2025 era, doing those impossible things and keep winning. Moon needs to deal some economic damage here because, yeah, Fortitude is just looking strong.
Ooh, I thought, can he block him here with the Water Elemental? Would have expired, but not bad. Footy, Defend is up. The Dryads don't care that much about it because there's poison on them. Demon Hunter bullies the old man on the horse. We have no tier 3 on Moon.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, Moon is investing into this expansion, into some Dryads. But man, this is the perfect situation for Human, you know. Buy time, still be annoying, make your Sanctums, make your rifles. 1500 gold in Mr. Fortitude name. This man will have a huge economy soon. And Blood Mage, no thank you. Mountain King is the choice, probably because there's no mana burn on the Demon Hunter. He invested all of his skill points in Immolation and Evasion. And let me tell you, retraining is very expensive. If your expansion is not running, you can't afford that much.
Alrighty, 40 with a little check. Do you have Dispel available already? Absolutely do. Feeds the Naga with that. puts a little bit of damage, but that also feeds the Naga up to level 2, as we said. Tier 3 on the way for Moon now, needs the bears. 40 needs production, healing, second hero, and a little bit of time. A classic 70 food push would be great, and what he also needs is lumber. He spent it all on his production buildings right now, so there's a huge surplus on gold.
Demon got mana potion, and you know what? With mana potion, I would just Zeppelin drop. Because then you can go to the main base. There is no immolation, there is no arcane tower there. MK is nearby, Demon can die. Okay. Fortitude was able to deal with that.
Oh yeah.
Moon plays a lot of Zeppelin drops in one base situation. But maybe in two base, there is also space for that, we'll see. He sold mana potion. Okay, he is retraining now. He has enough gold, according to him. And yes, 1500 gold man on Fortitude. He's so efficient. He'll break his supply, you know, now, when he can produce 3 different units. So that's the highest human efficiency possible.
Alrighty. Whew, okay, we got a tower now. We're getting the Sorks out. It looks like a bit of Noah's Ark. 2 priests, 2 Sorks, 2 rifle, 2 breakers. That is a very, very strong timing if you can get it done. Moon is ready with the expo. Got double income now. That's a lot of Demon Hunter Tavern revives, of course. And then a strong front line. We are still operating on like 6 footmen. Not ideal, but against a bit of piercing damage, not too bad to have it. I like the SimCity at Fortitude's base. Walls it off against bear ambushes. There might be base trades coming in.
What I like is this Ancient of War creeping, Ancient of War help with like literally every camp here, you know, red camp, green camp, orange camp, get it all. TP acquired on Moon. I guess he's going to try to buy some time, and he needs time for his expansion to kick in, you know, it's a big supply difference, as you can see. And we're in the time buying mode. Is it going to work versus Fortitude? Fortitude is like, you know what, you are close to my base, but I don't care. I'm creeping big turtles.
Ooh, interesting. Breakers stay at home. I think all the rally points are aligned to put the units in the base. Might not be time for more breakers if he did queue them, so he's calculating in the loss of the shop. I like that. Rally points not into the Night Elf army. I like that as well. Red spot done. Plus Naga is creeping on the right hand side for level 3. I think both players make a lot of good calls.
Use a TP on solo Archmage!
Oh my god.
It's not stuff! It's solo Archmage!
Oh my god. No way. All these beautiful plays and all these good moments here in game 2 just to throw it away with the solo TP. What a disaster for Fortitude.
Fortitude is alive. He's lucky to be alive, to be honest, with this Archmage. So what happened, he like had, maybe he was shopping at, you know, the Goblin Merchant, and he gave the wrong command, and only Archmage was teleporting, and the army was, I don't know, finishing the red camp or something. And because of that, I thought it's like a chat move, you know, that he used Staff of Tele, and he'll be able to hold with only Archmage. It is a literally TP, and man, that was a catastrophe coming, but Fortitude live to see another day.
You know, against most Night Elf players, that probably wouldn't matter. Against Moon, though, every tiny little bit needs to be optimized, streamlined. 21 wins in a row against the humans. That's Moon's current track record. Demon Hunter... Go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, go ahead. I just want to stop complaining, but yes, come on.
Okay, go. No, I like that complaining. Go.
I mean, look how much time Fortitude lost. Supply is almost even. Fortitude like went with militia. He's checking if there's not any camps on the top right to creep, and there is nothing. Is Moon going for a base race? Moon has Scroll of Town Portal. Fortitude doesn't. The problem is, of course, that Moon base kinda grew into the expansion direction, so Moon will lose a lot of Moon Wells in the process as well. But yes, definitely Town Hall of Fortitude is going to die, but Fortitude has Blizzard. It means that he can base race. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is getting interesting, and Fortitude has an expansion. I have bad eyes. I do apologize.
Oh, still gets the kill, Moon. Last second before the TP. Yeah, there was a TP on Moon. Both lose their base. Who's this better for now is the question. Is the human relying more on that second base, or is it Moon? Is it just luxury to have 2 base income? Is the elf satisfied when it's 1 base, 1 base? Or can we just keep on pushing? That is the big question now.
I mean, Night Elf has Wellspring, a lot of Moonwells still. So I feel, and look how many camps were close to Mr. Moonbase. He saved them for Naga. Naga is eating lobster dinner now.
That's right.
By the way.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. We have another expansion coming up on both sides. This time 6 o'clock. Claws of Attack. The third one for Moon. Naga is again hitting hard. Tomb of Intelligence as well. And 40 rebuilds on the spot. This, of course, means if this game goes long, it will be an advantage for Moon because his base is untouched, or his gold mine, rather. Demon. Stumble to the face. Body block. Bash. Surround. Anything?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. There's an eye.
Yeah, but this Naga needs to run faster.
Oh.
Okay, just buy a TP, maybe. Buy a TP, just TP.
Staff ready. Mountain King wasn't ready for a bolt here to prevent that, but now it's the Demon Hunter out of the fight, of course.
Okay, okay. The game is spicing up. I thought that... I don't know, man. There's a very bad position to be in. Definitely. Demon Hunter, did he learn from this lesson? Okay, now he stays with the army. Expansion of Moon. I mean, the extra expansion needs to survive. By the way, Moon is making 2 expos at the same time. Oh. I love it.
Okay, okay. Let's see. Maybe this one is just the bait. Hopefully 40 will realize this. Big fight with Big Blizzard.
Okay, there are some ways to deal with Blizzard, and one of them is to mana burn the Archmage dry, believe it or not, but Archmage can have a low staff on Naga is ready. Demon Hunter will use the staff in the moment. Neither needs to fight because his expansion is just finishing. The mana on MK is enough for Bolt. That's why Demon Hunter had to evacuate. Moonwells were full. The Demon Hunter is full mana, full HP. How is the supply looking? Supply is quite even. Fortitude is not bringing militia. He's only 11 workers. He can't bring militia. And man, Moon has another expansion in the north growing. So even if this one goes down after some crazy trades, it's not going to be that bad. No mana on the Archmage. There'll be no Blizzard. Mamma mia.
Okay, Moon, 63 food. Fortitude, one of the best games of a human against him thus far. With a couple of bashes, there might be a chance. Bears flanking at the bottom. We got a Shredder now, by the way. We might call Militia that way. Still holding on to a heal scroll. Demon Hunter out of the fight. This is the moment to strike for 40.
Demon Hunter is quite close to his base. He'll be back in a jiffy. But the Night Elf army is not really complaining. The Night Elf army is pushing. We still have a lot of footies in the human unit composition, and footies versus bears, that's not a good fight to have.
Oh, the Dryads are taking over the casters. It's amazing Dryad play. Saves 2 of the herd ones to the left-hand side. Bears getting killed. 40 has to abandon this push, and then Moon is on 3 bases.
Mr. Neo, I have a question for you. Moon has 10 wisps and 3 bases. How many wisps he needs, Kappa?
Well,
he needs a shredder, but he's missing 5 wisps just for gold, lol.
we're working on it. We're working on it. 53 food. Moon lost a lot, but he got the bases. He held. He's alive. He got the Demon 5. He got the Naga close to 5. It's down to 40 to fight the right balance now. He's, of course, on 2 bases. He got the Shredder running for him. More casters, more Sorks, more control for the fights.
Okay, so is Fortitude bringing Shredder with him? Yes, Fortitude knows that he needs to break Moon now. And the Demon will be starved. MK has mana potion. Naga has no TP. Naga can die. Naga is dead, I think.
Off we go, preventing her from reaching level 5, and the big Fork Lightning would be great. Breaker repositioning, beautifully done. Demon Hunter can't reach, Naga is dead, and that's usually a triple kill on a caster when Fork Lightning reaches level 3. Insane scaling on that spell. Demon Hunter hurt. Mountain King still has a Stormbolt playing around this. Also Clap, by the way. They're trying to threaten each other. Mana Burn, Stormbolt, what are you going to do first? But the Mountain King is safe again thanks to that invisible.
I don't know what to say, man. Moon is like trying to get reach. And Human is just making, okay, you get rich, but I just farm your units because you don't have this, you know, enough... You don't have big enough army. Look at this, Moon is going for a base race. And if there is a good player with base race, it's definitely Moon. And, you know, you may say, okay, is it like important to base race now? Can it work? I don't know. Let's keep eye. Moon is so good at picking reinforcements. Moon is so hard to play against in scenarios like that. But he's also lost mining expansion with 5 wisps. That's expensive.
He is expanding at the 12 o'clock again, you know? 6 o'clock didn't work. Let's try for the opposite side. And the right-hand side is still mining, and I don't know if 40 saw this.
Man, Naga is coming back slowly. Just give me Zeppelin drop, Mr. Moon. Give me Zeppelin drop. Come on. That would be the best.
Oh, there is only 2 rifles. Of course, casters are anti-air in a way as well. Demon Hunter anti-magic, Demon Hunter TP, might need it. Get some scouting information out as well. Archmage close to 5, needs to rebuy the shop, and he does. Region scroll would be great. But yeah, 40 is getting ready for another big push.
Including Shredder. This means that he... Oh, this MK sees what's up. Demon has TP now, so no dead heroes. Invisibility to stop MK from... getting mana burned. I love it. Naga is back. Fortitude upgrading his rifles to 2nd attack upgrade.
You know, Soul, I wonder in the army composition, does 40 have enough against Dryads? There's no mortars, there's only 2 rifles.
I mean, breakers, they can attack Dryads, but that's correct, that there's no, like, this overwhelming anti-Dryad force. And, you know, soon the human gold will mine out. There'll be no more gold, because, you know, the main base and expansion, they have a very limited gold. Because, you know, this expansion has been running for a long time, and now they can get some quite empty. And Sok still, Fortitude still doesn't know about this expo. This expo just finished. Okay, we have a first real fight. Let's go. Moon doesn't have to fight for real. Moon has bases everywhere.
Okay, Blizzard is hurting the footman big time, but also the demon. Staff out, Dryads safe to the left-hand side, Bears on the right-hand side. Couple of control groups here at the same time. No scouting going on. The Shredder is marching back, and maybe the Shredder is seeing this. Bear blocked by an invisible Mountain King. 40 is pulling all the strings, and the Shredder knows he has to see. And don't walk to the tree. Oh.
It's going to be on the minimap, don't worry. So Fortitude has a... You know, Michael Scofield had the map tattooed on his back, and Fortitude has this expo tattooed on his minimap. Ladies and gentlemen, but you need this one thing to know about this, and the second thing is to do something. And as you mentioned, those Dryads are still overwhelming.
Yeah, backstabbing now over the bridge. This really, really nasty for 40. Level 5 on the Archmage. Big time Blizzard now. The Magic Mortar doesn't hit the Dryads though. And of course, Dryads for a long time, Moon's strongest unit. Heal scroll ready. So many claws as well. Aiming for the Naga. Needs to steal the Reju. Does so, but the Demon Hunter is also still alive. And 40, no confidence, no more. The Fork Lightning hits real strong. 40 big losses.
Who has supply elite now? Who has the gold now? The answer is Moon, Moon, Moon. And let me tell you, supply elite is gone. Gold advantage is gone. I mean, in bold we trust, but this MK doesn't have a mana potion no more, and Moon is so close to level 6. Mamma mia, he still has constant portal. Everything tells me that Moon should be winning this hard. Let's find out.
Close to level 6, we are on both of the heroes. Magic Mortars deal maybe with this one base, but yeah, the footmen take care of it, but then the Dryads and the Bears, they take care of everything else. The army composition just wasn't right for 40, and the Dryads take over. Moon, the GOAT, takes the 2-0.
Mamma mia, Sok had the same start, and he was able to get 2 wins, right? So Fortitude also with a harsh start, but well, that was a very close game. And what Moon is doing is like, you know, you remember this scene from John Wick movie #1 when we didn't know the John Wick character that well, and there was like some stories about what John did with a pencil, for example. So yes, let me tell you, the stories about Moon versus Human like that, they're basically legendary now. Oh, Moon was behind 20 supply. And it didn't really matter. He still won.
I'm getting mocked in the chat, so talking about army composition, but I want to point out that one player had a mix of bears and dryads, and the dryads hard counted the casters, where there are plenty of, and the other player didn't have siege or piercing damage against these dryads. So the army composition was a lot better. What the hell is going on? There's a tavern build order.
Exactly. Mr. Neo, all of you said was true, but it's like reading a newspaper from yesterday. There's nothing older than newspaper from yesterday, and we have a very fresh build. Is it going to be Dark Ranger? Is it going to be Tinker? Is it going to be Tower Rush? Okay. Sometimes, if you look for a new solutions, you read the old, books and stuff like that. You find, like, if you can't crack, the problem, you need to find, like, you need to check everything. Do you think Fortitude rewatched Soul Apeman versus Sonic? Because I played one base Dark Ranger there, and maybe he's like, okay, this ancient game where this weak human won versus strong night elf maybe has the answer. It looks like Tower Rush, but maybe he'll play one base with it. We'll see about that.
Unbelievable, dude. We will see the answer in 5 seconds. Even in the high times of Dark Ranger, I can't remember 40 going Tavern Hero. He was always the human player. It is the Dark Ranger!
I mean, who knows? Maybe I was waking up today and I saw a DM on Discord. He's like, hey, it's me, Fortitude. Do you want to buy my art? And I sent my credit card there. No, let's not go there. Ladies and gentlemen, is it expansion? It's not Tower Rush. It's Dark Ranger creeping.
Interesting. Moon sees it. Might be controlled here with Life Drain. Immolation, of course, doing great damage as well. But the Demon Hunter is respecting the Dark Lady.
I mean, and not having mana burn versus this is a problem because, Life Drain was nerfed in the mana cost. So with mana burn, you can actually lower the demon. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening to this demon? He will level up. He will level up in the moment. Maybe not. He's leveling up, but he has to force the TP as well. 40 is he taking? Is he expanding? We'll see about that. That was expensive for the Demon Hunter. Dark Ranger is taking the damage from the Orc Magi. That was a dangerous moment. Moon is going for the Hunter's Hole. Moon is going for the Hunts. He wants to stop the expansion. That's why you just tag Fortitude. Mamma mia.
Interesting. I told you, you're one of the greatest coaches in the world right now, especially with the Dark Ranger. Maybe like a lot of people followed in your footsteps when you put out guides for the Dark Ranger during her heyday. Then you gave up on her, of course. But Fortitude still believes. But Moon also believes in the Demon Hunter.
I mean, Fortitude believes in expansion, so that's a little bit like how Infi used to play Dark Ranger. And I remember Yang Feng was always saying that if you play Dark Ranger Expo, you always lose. So that's just going to happen now. I see dying footies.
He also says Demon Hunter is overrated, which is obviously nonsense. So we say a lot of good things about Yang Feng, but he's not omnipotent.
That's what you said, Mr. New. And if Mr. Yang Feng will decide who to gift subs to, just remember that, Mr. Yang. It's Tower Rush. It's Tower Rush.
Oh, damn.
It's Tower Rush. Mr. Neo, he's Tower Rushing versus Tier 1 with Hunts. What is this?
Oh my god, and Moon sees it with the invisible Hunts.
If there is one thing to not Tower Rush, it's this.
Unbelievable. Okay, the lumber mill is coming now. Either full-on desperation or 40 sees a weakness somewhere.
Well, guys, Tower Rushing is good when your opponent is stacking, doesn't have that many units, and there's more cards than footies.
GG. We were looking for the biggest challenge to Moon to date, and you know what? Fortitude has arrived, and 2 of the 3 maps are less than 5 minutes. Moon.
With this spawn on the map, when you can creep a Mer camp, I think it has to be Warden, right? Yes, it's Moon Meadows. You can get Warden to fast level, and it's
Yes!
Somebody is going for something new. Mr. Neo, you have I didn't see the full series. TH versus Moon. Tell me, how do we play Blood Mage opener as human? How is different from Archmage?
Did you not see that beautiful Blood Mage play of TH on Last Refuge against Moon? That was an extraordinary series. Yeah, you play an anti-Demon Hunter build, and that is with Banish. Siphon and Banish to keep the Demon Hunter out of the game, basically. And then you win the game from there. It can also be played a little lamey with Flame Strike down the road. But don't underestimate Blood Mage first. I've seen it work. TH made it work in the 2000s already, like late 2000s. And that was a strategy he brought back, and this is definitely something that Moon is not too experienced against.
Well, without... Okay, so we use Banish on like a monster here, right? Let me check. Yes, it's Banish first, so we will use Banish on some damage dealer, for example, Inner Fire, Forest Roll Trapper.
That is something you can do, indeed. So there's no End Snare. Relatively simple creeping here. Takes the damage away. Moon, Ward, and double Ancient of War for creeping, though. He could play Mass Hunts against Blood Mage as well, but the Warden will run out of mana. And yeah, it is no Demon Hunter, so Banished Prison might work against Warden as well, but not as effective as against the Demon Hunter.
Aye. Okay, the game item drop is like telling Mr. Fortitude, like, where is your water elementals? Look at this flute. They damage could be upgraded. What is Moon doing? Why he was bolted by the rock golem? I don't know. Like, okay, Siphon mana. We are taking... What is this Warden doing?
Well, blinking into the base. Gonna lose some mana over this. Blink is now on a 6-second cooldown. This is also very expensive on level 1. Bit shaky. You know, Mr. Soul, as a competitor myself, I know the feel. You have a play all 5 series. You're up 3-0. There is money on the line, but it's just different. You know, it feels different when you're 3-0 up already.
I hope one day you will make a documentary about your professional Warcraft replay career. Definitely will read this out. But yes, Double Ancient of War creeping continues. We remember game number 1 on Shattered Exile, when Moon got very nice level 3 timing. Fortitude is still trying to expand. It's a little bit similar idea to the previous game with Dark Ranger opener. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the militia is coming and Warden's coming back home because it's only half full, you know, with the mana I'm talking about.
Alrighty. Blood Mage expansion play. Inspired by TH, now in the hands of 40. Desperate times, desperate measures. Moon is teching with the double Ancient of War, continues creeping.
I was wrong again, I'm sorry, the Warden is coming back, but it has only one Fan of Knives in it. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Siphon. Oh, quick reveal as well by 40. Some good plays.
This man know how to... Okay, Fan of Knives, we are here for this reason, and... Last hit to the Blood Mage, and how many workers has fallen? 1. So I give this harassment 1 star out of 5, where the harassment on Shattered Exile got 5 by 5. Of course, the game is not over. Warden is on level 3, and now we can admire the late game Warden versus Blood Mage. Game. This is super rare and is super high Warcraft 3. So if this works, then Blood Mage first is meta versus Warden. That's for sure.
You have to be careful that your review is not getting deleted from the page of Moon. He's coming back though. He's trying to improve. He heard your criticism and he's promising to do better.
Okay, Blood Mage is the... this Blood Mage cosplaying Arcane Tower. Very nice.
True. Oh, good save. Oh, another good save. And Banish on top.
Yeah, but Fan of Knives is coming. You know that, or actually maybe not. Moon is counter-expanding, by the way, around tier 2. Okay. Is Moon going to steal the Shredder? Oh, that's so nice. Look at this. This Shredder was stolen. Mine now. You are not going to buy it, human. Okay, is it going to be 1 Fan of Knives and that about it? Arcane Tower is ready, and one of and that's about it. Now the shop needs to be power built, right? We need some Regent Scroll.
That is right. But it's only damage. It's no kills. Warden's still on level 3.2. No denies during the creeping phase. Full moon here in this matchup. And an expansion is coming, but this time 40 sees it early.
Yeah, and Fortitude is going to the middle of the map. He knows to click on this expansion. Sadly, he doesn't have Flame Strike, but you know, he can banish Warden forever. His full mana. You know, the hard part is over. He's still, okay, he's making shop in his main base. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's an important moment. Human army is quite small. Speaking of stealing, can human steal something? Not really, just the Forest or Shadow Priest. Moon bought all of the mercs, and I think it's going to be enough. And look at this beautiful Siphon mana again. Moon expansion will finish. That's a good information. But Fortitude took very little damage, and this looks like a good game for him.
Right on. This is pretty fine. Lots of mercs. The Shadow Melt against the Siphon is pretty annoying, I have to say. That's the upside of a Warden compared to a Demon Hunter who doesn't benefit from this. Double kill for the Warden onto the mercs. 40 going for a lot of them. He buys Muddy, and yet he's the... Oh no, it was Moon going for Muddy. I see. And that's a slow on the Mauler. Nice. But also good banner saves.
Okay, so far, I mean, Blood Mage is doing a good job with A, not dying, because, you know, Blood Mage has no healing. B, taking all of Warden mana away, so that's nice. Moon expansion did aggro. Is it too early? I'm a little bit scared.
Oh, Bloodlusted Ogre. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Muddy bites the dust, unfortunately. And 40 is done with the tier 2. Wonder what the strat is now.
Okay, there's a lot of action happening. We have Regen Scroll. Is it Backpack? It's Backpack technology! You said it best! 2026, the year of Backpack. Fortitude with the speedy delivery. Actually, he got both. And he's going to attack. Of course, this is a non-combat consumable, so we won't get that much of a mighty regen. But man, is he ready? Banish to lower damage. Take Warden mana away. And fight as good as you can. Warden almost got surrounded, but she's like almost unkillable with all of those beautiful items. But she's in the banished prison. You are breaking the human law. Maybe you have some dead peasants in your name.
We'll see, we'll see. He has a staff. He can definitely get out of here. Runs into the creeps, but should be fine. Doesn't get anything. Bought the Scroll of Healing against the Fan of Knives. I like that. And he stabs back into the push.
He's not going to leave. His foot is alone. Kill Scroll. But how much longer we can stay here? See about that. I mean, the Night Elf economy is not dying. Fortitude is rushing tier 3 without Gryphon Aviaris. I mean, he doesn't have lumber for them, but is it workshops? We'll see about that.
Ah, some 40 tanks. I missed them. Mauler goes down by now. It's a lot of experience on the Warden from this fight. Can't touch the expansion at all. Gotta be careful with that Blood Mage, and he is. XP by Moon is skyrocketing as he is tier 2. Only tier 2, we have to say. Gets bonus experience. And it is the mighty Fortitude tank play. Let's go.
I mean, when you play tank... Okay, think about this. Tanks are good at killing structures. Flame Strike is good at killing structures. What if we retrain Blood Mage later and we combine those things, you know?
I like it.
It's like I know it's Sunday, but I had a friend that really like one drink, Mr. Neo. You know what the drink was?
No.
You mix beer and vodka in your glass. It's a beautiful drink. So maybe that explosive combination can be good in this game.
Why, though?
And that's the cheapest way of getting drunk quickly when you don't have money.
Okay, I see. But why mix it then?
It's for fun. You can feel like those people drinking expensive drinks, you know?
I see. Okay, yeah. Different people, different solutions.
Oh yes. And is it going to be third base solution with cannon towers? We'll see about that. Fortitude is clearing the location for that.
Okay, and a fourth workshop. Mass tanks. Okay, Warden still getting some kills. Her way to victory is of course level 6, as so often. Panda is second. with Drunken Haze for creeping and then Breath of Fire for damage. 40 needs Zeppelins against this Warden Harass, and he should be able to afford that as well. But yeah, level lead is gigantic for Moon. Tech lead is good on 40.
Okay, Moon just scouted the cannon towers here because yes, Fortitude is like embracing like mad scientist, you know. For Workshop is going to be pure tanks, and he just wants to make as many expansions as possible and lame as hard as possible. That's his plan. And yes, what is Moon doing against this? He'll probably start making Ancient of War. The Nature Blessing is already there. Sometimes we even see one Talon. Oh, the Cannon Towers. The Cannon Towers, 4 seconds, they'll finish. They'll finish on the bottom right.
The Arcane will fall, has to be cancelled, but the Cannon Tower will stand, and they're really, really, really sturdy. Unfortunately, siege damage doesn't do much against heroes, but we got Flame Strike now. It's time to raid some bases.
Very explosive cocktail it is, ladies and gentlemen. Is Moon ready? Zeppelin with Blood Mage is incoming into the Moon expansion. Warden is busy with the Cannon Tower. Mr. Fortitude, I like what I see.
Okay. Flame Strike should be ready in a bit. One Ancient of War will not come up. Warden can staff back, of course. Mass Ancient of War, the Shredder and Muddy. Very good solution against the tank in the main base. But are you ready for a Flame Strike? Here are the Wisps. You really, really, really want to strike them. Good dodge, I have to say. Is this enough to kill the base?
Warden, even Warden is coming. Everybody is needed here. The tank, man, another Flame Strike. Zeppelins here. Can Blood Mage survive? He has a lot of... Can we just kill it? He can... He's uprooting to change the armor type, but the tanks are attacking. This Blood Mage is taking Panda and Warden mana against this. Another Flame Strike. The tree goes down. The mad scientist. Or I would say the drink is kicking in.
Die in a fire. That's what the Expo did. And this time there's no third base somewhere. There is a third base. No, what? 40 is attacking his own towers or something? I don't know. Attack ground, whatever. The cannon tower survived and can be repaired in a second once he realizes this. Tanks still on the map, still threatening Moon. He is in a very bleak situation now, isn't he?
He has PTSD, ladies and gentlemen. It was from attacking the Warden, of course. Speaking of the Warden, okay, so Moon has a base to defend. Human is still on 2. 4 tanks in the way, 2 more cannon towers. It's a mad scientist build. If I ever see like this Fortitude, okay. You don't need to see the balance suggestion from Fortitude. You just need to see this base, this game, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he thinks, what Night Elf deserves in the next match.
The General, indeed. More and more tanks. We have another expansion by Moon on the left-hand side, by the way. Blood Mage still bringing fire to the Night Elf base. Maybe this is the future. It's working spectacularly well so far. Keeping tabs on the Blood Mage. Only level 4 on that Blood Mage, by the way. Siphon isn't that strong. So far, Moon's defenses are good.
There are tanks everywhere. The Moon wells are dying. Moon is expanding. Moon is making MGs. I don't even know why. Maybe for the siege damage or something. Fortitude had to take the break. The tanks are still being Zeppelin dropped. I love it. Usually you make early Ancient of Wind and then you have Hypogryph to deal with these tank drops. But ladies and gentlemen, not in this game. Panda is fighting versus the Cannon Tower on the bottom right again. Moon made an expansion. His expansion is already creeping. The Moon is making so many expansions. What is going on? Why is it 2 expansions? Maybe my overlay doesn't work. I don't know. But Moon is producing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has another expansion. One right-hand side. This is why it's called Moon Meadows, right? He's conquering this base. Warden is here, cleans up the spot. Where's the second expo though? It's on at the 12 o'clock almost. So we have to go for the red spot. We have to go for the upper right. But will we have the time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks. 2, 1 upgrade. 3, 1 in the works. I don't know if Moon can withstand this pressure much longer. 26 food lead.
Yeah, and the problem is the Moonwells. Yes, we remake some of them, but it was extremely expensive. And, you know, Panda and Warden, they need Moonwells, that's for sure. The Blood Mage is just on level 4.
Very good for the Siphon level up, though.
Yeah, tanks are still in the Zeppelin, so Fortitude needs to start dropping harder. He's not dropping hard enough.
Drop the base. That's what you want to do. Fortitude defending that archer here for finally a third base. Tanks are expensive. We have a lonely Shadow Priest fighting against the base left-hand side, Lamau. That's not too fruitful, I want to say. Ancients falling at the top. Scouting here. There is another attack that you wanted to see with Flame Strike and tanks against the expansion. It seems like this macro 40 is looking real good.
Mamma mia. Okay, the Zeppelin is ready to protect the tanks. One of the expansion of Moon will go down, of course. To be honest, at this point, Warden should retrain to Shadow Strike or something, because Warden is just running after Blood Mage with full mana. You know, a Fan of Knives doesn't work versus tanks, but yes, Fan of Knives is amazing versus workers, so yes, the third base attempt didn't end that well. But Moon is back. How many Moonwells Moon has? I think he has 0 Moonwells,
2.
Mr. Neo.
Is it? No, 1.
No,
he must have 1 somewhere.
No, it's 3 expansions.
Oh,
He has 0
really? Oh,
Moonwells.
yes, true. Not a single Moonwell, Lamau.
I mean, Panda and Warden, they don't spend that much mana, so maybe they don't need them, but... I think, okay, that's one of okay, so if you look, guys, how to have fun in Human versus Night Elf, that's the answer. That's not a toxic player, but the best human in the world. That tells you this is how you have fun in Human versus Night Elf. Blood Mage Mustangs? I need to take this strategy to ladder. My opponents will love it.
Exactly. This is the way Human is meant to be played. All that nonsense with rifle pushes, whatever. The tier 3 is down. The Tree of Eternity was a fraud. There's no eternity for that one when you're up against the Blood Mage and the tanks. The production buildings are suffering as well. We burn the Wisp to a crisp. It rhymes, and what rhymes is good. And now the tanks are closing in. Moon has to realize there is no chance anymore. And 40 in his very own style with the Blood Mage first takes a map off of Moon a little bit too late, but maybe a sign for the future.
This entire show match tells me one thing. Fortitude is desperate a little bit. In first 2 games, his main strategy didn't work. Then, on Concealed Hill, which is a completely normal map, he went for Dark Ranger Opener. It didn't work as well. Then, he tried another extraordinary style, so he made expansion with Blood Mage and then Maya's tanks. You may argue that it was only possible because of the map was so big, the Twisted Meadows map. And now we are on the normal map again, and I really want to see Blood Mage here. As you mentioned, Mighty TH, right? Another amazing human from China. He played Blood Mage on this map, right? On Last Refuge, so...
Exactly. The disappointment is immeasurable. I thought Blood Mage first is the way Angry Korea Man always knew, but no, it was just a gimmick for Twisted. Maybe after this one loss, he wants to show, okay, if everything goes well, I can win with Standard too.
I mean, we'll see. You know, maybe some brave human players on ladder will just play a challenge. 100 games on Mustangs versus Night Elf on any map. Let's see what happens. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, of course, can be 1 base, can be 2 base. See about that. On the top right, we have Fortitude. It's the last game of the show match. Still, there is money on the line, and still, there is some pride on the line as well. We see that the Mighty Footman is going to pull the Rogue Golem. Mr. Yamato Cannon is watching, so look at this brave Footman. He's going to go close to the Rogue Golem.
He's pulling already, dude. I saw him pull on Hammerfall like a pro. Yeah.
Very good, very good. I saw him not pulling. I was like, oh, really? Okay, but that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Yamato is improving, you know, like AI. You just open your Twitter, internet, and you see 10 breakthroughs with all of those coding tools. Doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, efficient creeping by Fortitude. And usually, if you creep Mercamp, you expand later.
Exactly. But you have some healing, have the chance to go for a Berserker. This can help you, especially in defenses. Archmage is getting level 2 with a little bit of extra HP. Doesn't help him that much, but, you know, you take it. Demon Hunter on the other side, grinding up as well with Immolation, easy as that. Ancient in position. Very classic opener so far with 3 farms. And the 4th at the Mercenary Camp. You were right with that expo call.
We have remote control. Everything looks like an expansion. What is your saying? It looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It has to be a duck, right?
Probably, or it's Spike on Discord.
Mamma mia, I don't know this.
Oh, when you're in voice chat with him, he only uses the Discord soundboard. And he says quack, quack for laugh and for yes, it's a quack.
Well, maybe he's taking inspiration from Tio Salamanca, you know, in Breaking Bad. There was this gentleman's communicating because of his illness with only ding and no ding.
I have to say, I never watched Breaking Bad past the first few episodes because I thought it's boring.
It's like saying Harry Potter sucks. How dare you?
Well, there's a lot of people saying that nowadays, but different reasons, I guess.
Okay, Mr. Neo, don't anger the Twitch chat. And we have very big creeping. Okay, terrible items on the demon. He sold around bracers immediately. I'm checking Demon Hunter's skill tree. Looks like imballation. Ladies and gentlemen, the barbecue season is on, definitely in Poland, in Germany. Where are you? I don't know. But this Demon Hunter has one job. Turn on imballation and hug some units. Peasant footies doesn't matter. He wants to hug them all.
Okay, first he's getting a mano a mano with the Shadow Priest. There was a lot of hugging involved there. But so far, so good. We move all the peasants into that little nook. So they're mostly safe. Can't say the same about that scout tower. Oh, actually, nice position. They can all repair while not being attacked. And now the Demon Hunter might be the one being surrounded. But that's, of course, the hugging. Oh, the piercing damage comes in.
Oh, and now they're in this bunker, but there is danger from two sides. There is so many mercs. Moon has double forest troll berserker. Moon has all of the mercs.
Yeah, that's a bit too much pressure, huh?
That's a lot. And he's taking as well? And he's expanding a remote position? Did Moon put like greed is good? Ah, I forgot. He queued the Night Elf race.
Oh, that demon wants to find a spot to staff. Can he do it?
He has to TP. He has to TP.
Oh, does he though? He can do everything, dude. He can just do freaking everything. Okay. Arcane Tower destroyed. Expo delayed. Demon Hunter leveled. Demon Hunter also escaped. Expo, as you said, coming up on the right-hand side. And map control is back with the Elf. Moon is playing such a fine game.
I mean, so far, so good. Fortitude is angry that this Forest Troll Berserker was stolen, so he sent footies after the Wisp that was giving Moon control. But Moon knows his Wisp positions, and the Wisp survives. And look who is back! It's Tinker with the Pocket Factory! This expansion can take any break. And ladies and gentlemen, Clockwork Goblins are so good versus those small workers, and then there'll be Immolation as well. By the way, Moon is busy clearing his expansion spot. Don't worry, guys, Demon Hunter will be back. Harassing human, he just needs to do some gardening.
That's right. Oh, trying to water the machines a little bit. Maybe they set up Rust. Demon Hunter level 4. Easy game so far for him. 40 is teching though. 6 minutes, 40 seconds is of course later than you would love to see it. Tinker putting on the pressure again. I really like that Moon is embracing that, Tinker.
I mean, Pocket Factory has nice impact. He's using it in this like bunker position. Okay, how much? Okay, Arcane Tower will finish. Without Arcane Tower will be like giga over. But now the harassment is done. And yes, Moon is in no hurry mode, you know. He's going tier 3, he has expansion. He's remotely creeping with the Ancient of War. He kept those mercs alive. Arcane Tower in the main check. Arcane Tower in 20 seconds. We can buy Zeppelin, by the way, because there is no ensnare on the lab. Miss Moon, do it. You can do it. Yes, he knows. Moon is so smart.
He's watching your shorts.
Yes, guys, usually at the lab there is a guy that has an ensnare, and then you can't buy Zeppelin like that, but on Laser Refuge you can do it. And Mr. Moon is like, hello peasants, I'm here to hug you, but Arcane Tower is ready. And are we going to stay here, Mr. Moon? We'll see about that. There's action at the expo of Night Elf as well, and Human Fortitude is there with everything. Archmage is getting low HP. Archmage is to be careful.
He's losing all peasants in the main.
I mean, if you don't pull critical amount of militia, then Demon Hunter without immolation will be like enough to deal with that, and Fortitude are outplayed. GG. The only solution is lame them with tanks.
Exactly.
And block.
Tanks is the way, Blood Mage is the way, and of course, Mountain King Blood Mage breaker rifles. Mamma mia! Moon with the 4 and 1. That was the match, everybody. The long-anticipated match of Moon versus Fortitude. Best Night Elf human player against best human Night Elf player. It was a rough series, man. Fortitude got his ass whooped 3 times in very, very, very little time. That was very rough.